Hey yo guys, in this review, I'm gonna review the Shulkercraft farm that I've seen on the Shulkercraft channel and choose to build for my survival world. Um, I play my survival world for over a year now and I've done many farms over there, and this is one of the farm that I was excited for because it allows me to build so many different buildings with the nice blocks that this farm produces. So that was that was my initial excitement until I faced all the burdens of building that massive thing. So I wasted hundreds of hours, and I'm gonna tell you a couple of hacks and a couple of things about this specific farm that might reduce your time from hundreds of hours to dozens of hours, probably. I don't know. Anyways, let's get to it. So this is an honest review on Shulkercraft farm and things they haven't told you that you need to know. Okay, so let's start with the farm. First of all, before you start building the farm, you definitely need a sort of farm for the obsidian because it takes shitload of obsidian, and I hate to see you collecting this obsidian manually. You definitely need a freaking farm for it. There are many ways of making an obsidian farm. One is through nether, whatever they call traders, this piglins or whatever they call the guys who trade you items in the nether. They trade the items in exchange for gold, and they have a certain chance of dropping the obsidian. So you have to build a golden farm so you'd be able to trade with these guys, which gonna drop you obsidian, which you will need for this farm right later on. That will take shitload of trades, so you need a lot of gold, a lot of gold. The other way of making an obsidian farm, which is a better way as far as I think, is by building a obsidian farm in the end. So the way it works is when you spawn in the end, you have this many blocks around you, and these blocks are obsidian blocks when you spawn in the end. This is your platform, right? So there are many videos on YouTube explaining how to build this farm that I'm talking about, and you can Google it. Just Google obsidian and obsidian farm platform or whatever that is, and you'll definitely see the video about constructing this farm. In my world, I have a sand dupe in the end, and it's around this 3x3 platform, and so I don't really want to destroy my sand dupe. So basically I've not used that, but I've used the trader method just because I had a trader farm, a massive one with a lot of gold in there, so that was a faster thing for me to do. But I suggest you build this ant farm thing. Also, there is another way of building the farm if you really want a huge amounts of obsidian. There is the fastest obsidian farm, which is I'm not sure, but I think they use withers with some other mechanic. I'm not sure exactly which one. I think they spawn dragon or something, and they destroy the pillars. And every time you summon a dragon, the pillars update. So you theoretically you can destroy the pillars as long as you want, and update them by respawning the dragon. I think this is the mechanic for the other farm. You can find it on YouTube and do whatever you want with this info I just gave you. Perhaps build the biggest obsidian farm possible if you're really not bored doing it. So this is three ways how you can get yourself enough obsidian for this farm. Check. So obviously you know you're gonna waste a lot of time placing all of the stairs, placing all of that water, but it's all handleable. All of this is achievable. The biggest one of the biggest issues, not the biggest, the biggest issues of Shulkercraft video is the water. The way they show you the machine they suggest you build to remove water. The machine they suggest you build is an absolute joke. It doesn't work. If it works like shit. It removes really small amount of water. You have to build it again and again. So I suggest you never build that machine for the water replacement, because it's shit. Instead, the machine that you're supposed to build for the water is this one. So honey block sweep WDL. This is the one. Okay, you can see there are videos about it. You can straight up Google it. Wait, right here, for example. So this is the machine. The way I Googled it, I just Googled, you see that stuff, and this is the world. These are the machines. So, and personally, I'm just gonna show you personally how I've done it and what I've done with that. Personally, me, which exact machine I've used. So basically, as you can see, these machines are massive. However, they're efficient. They are efficient as hell, because imagine this machine cleans that much water just by moving. It cleans all the water on its way. There are examples here. I've kind of used already these examples before to see exactly how they clean water, and as you can see, they clean an absurd amount of water in one go. And as you can see, the only thing with this machine is that you really have to build it on a flat bottom. The bottom should be as flat as possible. So I think when looking for water monument, you should definitely think about the bottom. The bottom should be exceptionally clean, without any holes in there or something, to use as few sponges as possible. The water monument should be as deep as possible, as to avoid the underwater caves or things like that. You should find the deepest, as far as I see it, monument, because I've chosen the shallowest monument in Mine World, and it worked really terribly, because many underwater caves that consisted of a lot of water inside. So it was a bad decision, definitely. From my side, I'll show you later. So the best, because these machines have many different versions to it, essentially they all work in the exact same way. Okay, for example, okay, that was my modification. It's not supposed to be here. I was just playing with it. So they all work in a different way, but the machine I choose personally is this one. Why? Because you can make it as wide as you want it to be. So basically, there is no limit to how wide that is. Okay, this machine, it literally can go, look, so you build one layer, you build second layer, you build third layer, you build fourth layer, and you fifth layer. It can not be the last one. You can build another layer, another layer, another layer, another layer, and you can prolong these layers for as long as you like it to be, as long as you want. However, when you power it up, you need to use the torch. What was different in this world, I think, is that that machine was automatic. So I think it just went automatic, but so you basically break, there was like a sign, right? It was something like here, and it said remove this to start, and you remove it and just goes without stop. But the way it should be was like just to place the torch, and that's it, break it, and it goes one by one, not without stop. So that's how, because if you make it too wide, you'll break it. If it goes automatically, it will get broken. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to place one torch by one torch, wait until all of these layers load, because essentially the way this machine walks is layer after layer after layer after layer after layer to walk one block. So you should wait until all the layers of your really wide machine will go forward, and then place another torch and wait, place torch, wait, place torch, wait. That's how you walk block after block. That's the best machine. Okay, you'll figure it out yourself. I showed you the world, the name of the world. Google it, see collect all the info about it. This is gonna worth you your time, because you're gonna save a lot of time by building the machines and stuff. So research yourself. I'm not gonna fully explain everything on that. Okay, you got it. So that's what is wrong about the machines that they suggested in their video. They're just shit. I showed you a better machine, a working option that is really nice, so use them. Don't use what they showed in the video. Then, okay, the farm itself is really nice. Actually, it produces a lot of items. This system of collecting items is fine. I haven't thought of a better one, except in my world I've done it 2 blocks wide, not 3 blocks wide. That's why I didn't need like one layer here, so I used just one side, pushing the items in here, and then these items get pushed here, and then they get pushed here and pushed. Okay, I've built the same machine for gathering the items, just because I haven't researched on a better one, but I'm sure there should be a better one, or more compact version or something, because that machine, that thing is just massive. Okay, you just really, it looks big. If there is another way of doing that, please research, find it. I think there should be one. I don't know, I haven't done my research on this, so it's on you. What I'm gonna tell you about this storage system, it doesn't work. It just does not work. When I built my storage system in my world, the only lane that worked was this lane with the shards. It was the only lane that worked for me. This lane didn't work. Yep, this lane didn't work. Nope. Why? I have no idea. I guess it has to do something with the chunks. I even built chunk loaders, and it didn't help me, not a single bit. That just didn't work. These 2 lanes didn't work for me. Only this lane was connecting items. Okay, but that we'll come to that later. The biggest issue of this collection system, it does not collect 80% of items. 80-90% of items that this farm produces, this collection system just does not collect. It's not able to collect them. So they all go where? They all go to the fucking waste. There is lava here, right? So that's where 80% of your items go, the way Shulkercraft intended it to be. This is just hilarious. You build a farm that produces 600,000 items, and you collect at most 50,000 of them. Is it a joke? That seems like a really big joke to me. At most 50,000. I think even less than that this storage system collects, okay? This is bullshit, okay? Even if it worked, this storage system, it collects nothing, pretty much. And it doesn't work. Why? Because of the different chunks that just doesn't get loaded, I guess. So you need a person standing right here and a person standing on the farm in the overworld to basically have those hoppers loaded and the items and fill them up. This is so stupid. That's just insane. This storage system doesn't work, okay? I've tried it, I've played with it, it doesn't work. I've tried to expand it, it didn't work. Nothing works. You cannot collect those items. That's it. I'll show you in my survivor world. I even built portals around it with chunk loaders, just like that. So essentially, the way you're supposed to build it, just don't build this storage system. Just, you don't need it. What you need is this part up until here. That's all you need is just this part. You don't use storage, this you don't need. Only this part where they fell down, they die, and then this shards and everything get collected and pushed on the iceway. That's the only thing you need. You need the iceway and you need that. You don't need any hoppers here, anything here. You just don't need it. It's not for you, it's not intended to work well. You don't need it. Okay, so then you have to build another portal that will take those items back to overworld. So basically, after going through the portal, after they die, after your items get collected and pushed, I think 8 blocks, but Google it better, might be 16 or something. You need a distance from one portal to another, so the other portal will spawn in a different place in the overworld. That place should be next to your guardian farm, and that's where you're gonna build a storage system on the overworld next to your guardian farm. So these items will drop here, it will get pushed, go through this portal that has a chunk loader. Chunk loader is necessary, so build this chunk loader on this portal. So on one side of the portal you'll have ice, on the other side chunk loader, and it goes into overworld. And now I'm gonna show you in my survival world how exactly I've built that portal. So that's, here we go. This is my survival world. This is the exact farm I'm talking about. I've built it all manually in survival, and you can see it on my streams and stuff like that. So this is the farm, and that's the collection system I made for it, because I don't like losing a single item from the farm I've built, from any farm I built. So my collection system is kind of massive. Okay, I think it's the biggest single linear collection system I've ever built, with double speed chest and double speed hoppers, double speed item collection system. It's just the best. Okay, let's get to the portal. So this is my chunk loader. It works right here. Items get through in this side of the portal. In that side of the portal we have a minecart operating as an entity that goes through, and on this side we have items that go that follow that ice way, right? So they get dropped from here and pushed over here. So that's how it just works. And then in the overworld you just collect these items. In the overworld you just build a sort of thing like this. They get sucked in, and that's it. And you build your storage system the way you want it to be built. This the way I built it, and it really does work. So build it. Just build it. It works. And you go here, and that's it. So you see the way I've done it was single side, it was double spaced, and normal portal thing. Yeah, so, and the way I've built it, you see it's double sized, because at first I thought that's just not gonna be enough to collect the items, so I built double speed collection system right over here. And then I've noticed that the items don't get collected at all unless I'm in the nether, so because the chunks are not getting loaded. So I've built chunk loaders like this all around the collection system, and they didn't help a bit. These chunk loaders, they don't work for some reason. Stuff don't get collected. So I came to this conclusion, to this perfect design. One strip of ice, portal here, and it takes you back to the overworld. Don't build all of that. This is all waste of materials and your time. Don't build all of this collection system that is in Shulkercraft video. It's total trash. Okay, that's the way you build it, and that's the way it works the best. That's it, guys. Thank you for your attention, and join my streams any time of the day and night. I'm showing you all the good stuff, and I'm building all the good farms that everybody needs in their world. And this is a couple of examples of my farms that I build. These are the wooden farms. I have a couple of those different things over here that are useful for them. Then I also have some other farms like bamboo farms with the momentum, with the really fast discharge of bamboo. Right here you see the cards, they go here, and they act in the same time with the collection of bamboo. After the collection, when it hits when this stuff reaches the end and activates redstone there, the cards go, collect, come back and discharge it in a second by deleting the hopper mine card, and just deletes and goes into hopper and charges again, and it drops all the items momentarily into this waterways, and the which suck the items on top. I think I have a stream with that. I'm not sure. What's blue right there? Is it a parrot? It is. Look, it's a beautiful parrot. Hi, little bitty parrot. What are you doing here? You're so beautiful. Oh my god, blue parrot. How nice. Okay. Yo, probably we should get that parrot. I'd really like to have a parrot. Can I get seeds? Can I get some seeds? I wanna have a parrot. See, I don't have any seeds here. I wanna have a parrot. Okay, later on I'll be back and I get a parrot. So you'll see that beautiful streams of mine. I'm working on these farms. Here we see we have broken, for some reason broken piece of equipment. Let me probably fix it somehow. Let me get some blocks. I'm gonna really fast fix it. Right, wonderful. It's fixed. That's it. So that's how it goes, right? It goes till the end. When it reaches the end, goes back. You have the cards going, collecting the things it cut, and then the cards come back and drop everything. Everything it cut gets dropped in a second. So there is no any time difference. It gets cut exactly in a second, so it's wonderful. Wait, it's supposed to stop working? Well, let me see again. Something wrong with this side. No, what? That side works perfectly. Okay, touch the end. Now I have a little delay. Cards are getting activated. They go there. I think we can increase the delay so the cards will get activated and come back after that stuff. You see, they came back and discharged the items. Now they go here, all of the items, because it discharges instantaneously, so they all already sucked in. Wonderful. The other farms I also have many of them, so I'll just quickly show you the other farms I have in this world. It's many of them, and I hope you join my next streams, how I do things in this world and just develop. Maybe in the future I'll start cutting the videos and making the videos separately. For example, this cathedral, which is just on my main base, this wonderful cathedral that I'm gonna build in someday in the future, and I might make a separate video for this cathedral getting constructed. I got a couple of farms here for concrete, and stone, and I have a massive stone smelling furnace thing, whatever. And I also have a couple of other farms in my main base. We can go to my main headquarters where I started from. This is exactly the place I started from. That really cave that everything started. So all of that over a year of having this world, trader farm, normal farm, and other farms right here. Necessary farms were existent. You see, all of that is what I've achieved in 1 year. Haven't played in this world. Have a lot of other farms, and you should join my streams to see how I construct it all. I have a double blaze farm here. I have a massive wither skeleton farm, I think the biggest there is. I've done a bigger farm than I saw on YouTube, so it's pretty good. Just you can check my streams out. It's kind of boring and I'm wasting time on most of my streams, AFK, not cutting the videos to the point. But if you want more explanation, you can always leave a comment and I'll explain every build, how I went through this build in my world, what I suggest you do, what I suggest you don't do. I'll tell you all the life hacks of how to save your time and energy while building everything I've done in my world. Basically at this point I have so many items, I have so much resources that I know what to do, I know what to avoid. Join my team and let's go. So Shulkercraft, in the end I just want to say that Shulkercraft Guardian farm is really good. It works really good, really well. But the storage system, guys, you fucked up big time. I don't even know how you posted this video with that storage system that you suggested to use, because that was it felt like you never tried that storage system for yourself, because it's pretty bad, honestly. That's it, guys. Have a good night.